What advice do you wish you'd had earlier in your career? That's the question I was asked recently, and I came up with three main points. Let the small bad things happen, work with the very best people, and don't take yourself too seriously. This is just advice I wish I'd had earlier. I cannot claim to be following these all the time. Let the small bad things happen is something that I've taken from Tim Ferriss, and I try to remind myself of all the time. There is always too much to do. If you think that, oh, once I've got this project done, after this placement, when I finish this set of nights, I'll have time to da 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 da. That will never happen. There will always be stuff to do. Even if it's just that you want to take some time to have a nap, go for a walk, read a book, there is always too much to do. So, let the small bad things happen is a way of saying focus on the big things, the important stuff. What will matter in 10 years' time? What will matter in a year's time? Let the small bad things happen encourages me to focus on doing blocks of concentrated work on my big projects, even if this means that I don't respond to other emails quite so quickly, or I don't fill in that survey that I wanted to and I missed the deadline, or perhaps I'm a little bit slow to do my mandatory training sometimes. But if it means I spend 4 hours writing a grant, then that's what matters. The other way to phrase this would be Stephen Covey's "the most important thing is to keep the most important thing the most important thing," which is absolutely true and it's given the same message. But what I like about let the small bad things happen is that it reminds you that in order to invest in the key tasks, you will drop other balls. There is no way to keep everything juggling at the same time. The second point is to work with the very best people. Now, really, this is a research focused thing, but it would apply in countries where you can apply directly to specific clinical programs. From a research perspective, teams and individuals are really important. And the institution you're with and the infrastructure it has and the culture it has matters hugely. This is why I went to University of Cambridge to do my PhD and worked with a collection of amazing scientists on a hugely inspiring campus. It is sad that funding and big papers tend to cluster into a small number of centres. However, there will be particular fields and areas of expertise that you may be interested in which are the go-to place maybe outside of another major centre, and they're the places to be. The closer you can be to the people who are working at absolute world-class level, the higher the probability it is that you will perform at that level yourself. And lastly, don't take yourself too seriously. If I had £1 for every time someone had said that to me, I'd be a very rich man. I hold my hands up as someone who has taken himself too seriously too many times. As it says in The Art of Possibility by Benjamin and Rosalind Zander, don't forget rule number 6, where rule number 6 is don't take yourself too seriously. This really emphasizes the point that just try to be light about things. Try to be a bit silly. Inject a bit of fun into things. It's not easy. And certainly in Gretchen Rubin's The Happiness Project, she describes how hard it is sometimes to be light. But if you can be just that little bit more jovial, it makes the whole day brighter and your whole life lighter. I hope you found this useful. If you'd like more and to read the whole blog, then the link's in the bio. And don't forget to hit subscribe and you can sign up to my newsletter where you get a new blog or book summary every single week.